You are very brave every time you jump into your YouTube stats. The analytics function should be rebranded. Do you want to get your feelings hurt today? TJ, thank you very much for the comment, and I agree, looking at the YouTube analytics is a great way to bring you back down to earth. It's a great way to ensure that you are not getting too full of yourself, and to ensure that you do not have an ego. Are you becoming too content in your life? Do you like the person you're becoming? Have you developed any amount of self-confidence? YouTube analytics. You'll hate yourself real quick. In reality, I did go through a moment of crisis a couple of years ago where I had to let my ego kind of die because the analytics on my main channel post-COVID were awful or are discouraging, soul-crushing, whatever descriptor you want to use. They are not good. And that is never something that anybody who creates something wants to see. When you are putting your heart and soul into something, you want to see, oh, people enjoy that, because when the performance of that piece of art, maybe it's a bit presumptuous to call my reviews art, when something that I have made doesn't do well and I put myself into it, it's kind of a rejection of you. People don't like what you did. People don't like you, because that video is you. So when you experience that, you kind of have to let that ego die. You have to not necessarily disassociate, but not tie your self-worth, not tie your confidence, not tie your happiness to something that is completely and utterly out of your control. So I had a couple of options once I started to see this decrease in analytics, which I know is not exclusive to me. A lot of people have seen that exact same thing. Number one, I could allow the analytics and the decrease therein to make me a miserable person, make me unhappy, make me hate making videos, and just crumble into a shell of hatred. Or I could just accept the fact that not every single YouTuber will be able to create videos forever. The vast majority of YouTubers will inevitably fade into irrelevance. So I could just continue to make the videos that I set out to make them as well as I am able to, and enjoy the process. I chose option 2, and I love it. Over the last year and a half, I have really focused more on getting the creative fulfillment out of making those review videos because it can be very redundant. I'm sure many of you have noticed I have spent a lot more time on the music portion. That's because I get so much enjoyment and fulfillment out of making a piece of music that I think sounds cool, that I think sounds neat. So I went that route. And the reason I think that's important is it is insane to me that any of us, any YouTuber or podcaster would expect that we would or should be able to make videos forever just because we're fortunate enough to work hard, be in the right place at the right time, and get a certain level of success. We shouldn't expect that success to last forever. That's pure arrogance if you think that. I got popular I should be able to make microphone reviews forever and have that same level of success, if not more. That's stupid. If television shows that have hundreds of millions of dollars in budget, that earn hundreds of millions of dollars, and have massive writing teams aren't able to create valuable and entertaining episodes for more than 10 years in most cases, why should any of us expect that us individuals are going to be able to do that? I'm an individual dope in a spare bedroom talking about microphones. Why would I have the expectation that I would be able to do that longer than Friends or Seinfeld or The Big Bang Theory? That's stupid. That's a stupid thought. So I had to go through that process of just letting that idea die. Wasn't fun. Big bummer. But ultimately, I am so much happier having done that. So now I only look at the analytics out of interest, trying to understand how things work on YouTube. And the more that I have done this, the more I've realized I have no idea how anything on YouTube works. I don't know what's important. I don't know what's unimportant. I don't know what leads to a video doing well or doing poorly. I don't know what leads to people clicking on stuff. As other people have shared their analytics with me, the less I understand how anything works. It honestly just seems like a crapshoot to me. It's just gambling. Is this video going to do well? I have no idea. So that is my stance on analytics. I'm not brave or anything. I don't care about them anymore. I spent years caring way too. I don't even have the YouTube Studio app on my phone. I don't care. I'm not going to look at it because what am I going to do with that information? Stress about it. I put all the work that I could into the video, into the thumbnail, making it as good as I possibly could, answering as many questions as I possibly could. My work's done. YouTube will do what YouTube will do with it. That's not proper English, but you get the point. It's out of my hands. I'm not a stoic. I find a lot of online stoicism kind of hard to watch. But if it's out of my control, why am I going to let it ruin my day? I'm only going to allow the stuff that I have direct control over impact me. Because those are situations, those are behaviors that I too can impact. And then in turn, impact my well-being. Impact my mood, impact the rest of my day. I don't know if that made sense or anything, but TJ, thank you for allowing me to get on my soapbox again.